You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No, you have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
This good?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy is?
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent, why don't you describe your games to my followers?
But you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yo, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
I thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then we will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, you're gonna have a harder time.
Okay, mec. M'en fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
Bro, he seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably just playing with you, man. I can scrap the footage you want me to.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw it over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them. We'll make a little big joke out of it. Yeah. It'll be funny.
Copy that.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FBSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC versus Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Ledoux. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
Yeah, and Ledoux might be one of the best that France has to offer. But Paris has an American prospect with MP.
Yeah, Paris, they're so excited about the development of MP. They think he is every bit as talented as Ledoux, and tonight they have a chance to prove it. Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Now here's Ledoux. Pass to Lemuel. Ledoux.
Off the mark there with the three. To the inside.
Here's MP.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And as you said, LeDuc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
In terms of size, he's not your typical center, but he plays as big as any of them thanks to his leaping ability. And we know the backstory with MP. I think he views his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Taking it right to the heart of that defense. Miller with a high percentage look.
LeDuc with the steal. Strasburg has the pro moving up. And Miller finishing it off.
Well, that fast break, it went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then just perfect execution.
Such a joy to watch.
Now here's MP, defended by Miller.
Here's MP, and it's good off the back rim and in.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
Here's LeDuc, three-pointer, and it's Miller with the triple. And you look at the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EVA championship, but they play so well with LeDuc running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Now here's Lemieux. Here's LeDuc. That's good, and Lemieux with the assist.
Strasburg leans on LeDuc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
You can always depend on him to put that lead pass right on the money.
Strasburg trailing. Miller with the ball.
7 points in the game.
Pass to LeDuc.
Rejected by MP.
You talk about pride. MP was not letting him in the lane.
And the first one at the line is good.
A big group substitution here for Strasburg.
And so he hits both.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Now here's LeDuc. Strasburg again missing. And it's Paris with the ball.
They lead by 4. Pulls it.
And Paris tacks on 2 more.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Now here's LeDuc.
Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of him.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
That's good. Well, for MP playing here in Europe, the goal is to get to the NBA. He wants to show GMs around the association what he's capable of.
Oh, look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
There's Charpentier. Harris grabs the miss.
And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And it's MP missing. And here's Strasburg.
8-point game.
Bellini.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And if that doesn't get him fired up, nothing will.
Just what the doctor ordered. Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
I think the prescription was done.
And that prescription could give them the injection of energy they've been looking for.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2.
And welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup here in... For some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Here's Paris.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lays it up and banks it in.
Down low, MP looking confident, ready to cash in.
And there's a pick.
Here's Leo. Ahern with the rebound. It's Paris leading.
Inside, here's MP.
That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist.
He's definitely been their floor leader at the offensive end.
Well, he has been today. He's done a great job of keeping that ball moving.
And he's just so strong with the handles, too. Such a joy to watch.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. And with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
5 to shoot. Here's Miller.
Nice D from Dumont. Now Paris FC basket with it. MP with it. Picked up by Miller. And MP gets it to go.
His quickness, the soft touch around the rim, it allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Pass to Leduc.
Can they get it?
It's hauled in by Paris. MP inside. He's covered by Leduc.
The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
It's going to be on Miller. The way this roster is constructed for Strasbourg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasbourg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
And Strasbourg Basket Pro calling timeout.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter.
Pass to Leduc.
Crafty move, and he lays it up and in.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they are sorely mistaken.
MP, it's good.
Yeah, that's just incredible ball handling by MP, pushing the defender off balance to create space for himself.
Outside Leduc. Outside Lemieux.
And it's off from three-point range.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Pass to Leduc.
Three-pointer.
It's hauled in by Paris. Here's MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
I like how MP is right there to ensure they capitalize on the fast break. This guy, he doesn't waste opportunities.
Outside Leduc. Here's Monsieur.
Makes it off the glass. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close.
Paris FC basket ahead. up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he makes both free throws. Here's Miller.
Outside Vasseur. Up top, Leduc. Covered by MP.
Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Zadirko.
He should save the fadeaway for when there's a defender on him.
MP. He's covered by Leduc. And MP gets it to go.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Right side, Leduc.
Looking to get it going.
And it's MP with the rebound.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Outside Leduc. That's good, and Lemieux with the assist.
The plan works perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot. Yet another bucket in tight for him. That's how he's been earning his points today.
Pass to Vasseur. Back to Leduc. Out to Miller.
For three. And he's good on the three ball.
I like the shot selection we've seen from Quentin Miller. He's not just blindly taking shots. It's a big scoring night for the Strasbourg guard.
And down it goes. 2 points.
He's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. I like to see that hustle.
And Leduc gets double teamed. Miller, guarded by Dumont. Picked by Roquefort. Leduc for three. Out of bounds, it'll be Paris ball.
Paris FC ball. Paris FC substitution.
And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's MP. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
He scored most of their points himself. His offense is a big part of their recipe for success.
Pass to Vasseur.
Off target from outside.
MP outside.
Basket counts.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Miller outside. Vasseur with it. Guarded by Zadirko. Here's Leduc. Good work defensively by Zadirko. What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Leduc.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch. Maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Leduc. But whatever the reason, there is no question. He's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
So both teams changing it up here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Pass to Leduc.
Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Here's MP. Strasbourg with the rebound. Now Vasseur. Now here's Leduc. The rebound by Vasseur. Here's Paris. And it's MP missing. Pass to Charpentier. Here's Miller. He's got 12. 6 on the shot clock. Leduc with it. Now guarded by Portier. And the basket by Vasseur.
Well, the defense has to bring more effort against Vasseur down there, or else he's going to just torch him inside.
Outside Leduc. And it's good. 2 points.
That's just what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the defense with that one.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Delivering the blowout. And we're coming.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC. So Strasburg now. Miller left side.
Down low.
And the basket by Leduc.
They're looking a lot better now, but still a long ways to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least we can see the fire still burning, and I love to see that. And they haven't given up, but they picked it up at both ends, and they're on a nice run right now.
Yeah, at least, as you pointed out, at least they're still trying. They're still playing hard.
Up top, Leduc. It's hauled in by Paris.
Oh, and a slam by MP.
So easy into the air, the hang time, MP making it look effortless.
Outside Lemieux. Pass to Leduc. Here's Vasseur. Yes, and it's Roquefort with the assist that time.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Here's MP. Banked in off the glass.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at.
Just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And it's going to go on Leduc.
Can't fall for this if you're the defense. Once MP has you in the air, the rest is easy.
He's perfect from the line this time. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. To the right side.
Here's Leduc.
And yep, it's good.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
And it's MP missing. Leduc with it. He's picked up by Leduc. Outside Vasseur. Back to Leduc.
Hits it from three-point range.
Clean three-point shot from Leduc. Focused and under control.
Here's MP. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
Right side Vasseur.
Wide open look.
It's hauled in by Paris. MP outside.
Soft touch off the glass.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score? Man, he's sure to get off the court.
One of the best in the business.
And that is his business.
Oh, yeah, it is. And business is open today. It's just an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look easy.
And here's Miller. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
Well, when you got a young team like Paris is, it's never easy to get a win on the road. They showed a lot of grit and fight, the way they battled it out.
And for MP, nice for this team to get a win over Leduc with so many fans in attendance.
And this win doesn't necessarily mean that MP is going to jump Leduc on prospect boards or anything, but he certainly showed that.
Vincent Leduc is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you thoroughly outplayed him tonight. What does that say?
Look, I have a ton of respect for guys in this league, guys like Vince. That's why I'm here. Because going up against these guys is going to make me a better basketball player. So to outplay someone like Vince, that means I'm on the right track. And it makes me want to work even harder.
On top of outplaying Leduc, you helped lead Paris to victory. Talk about it.
My job is to do whatever this team needs. Whatever that is, that scoring, defense, playmaking, rebounding, whatever. I feel like I could do it all. And I want these guys to know I'll run through a brick wall for them if I have to. I'm that committed.
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight. What prompted such enthusiastic play?
Most of it is in-the-moment reactions. Sometimes a flashy pass is the only way to get the ball past a defender. I've always played the game with style. It's in my DNA.
Thanks, MP.
Yeah.
How was the escargot?
Austin, bro, them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has... I don't even know what it was. Americans give Snell a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love it. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock, all right?
Oh, yeah, let me hear it.
Things are looking really good. Everyone's raving about your work ethic. Your coach told a scout you're more ripped than 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's got to stop doing that. He just also needs to update his references.
Right. And you've played great against the top prospects. Your game is looking polished.
Great, so all good news.
Yeah, that's right. Most mocks have you solidly in the second round at this point.
Second round?
Okay, I know you, MP, and I know you're better than that. But this is all going according to plan, all right? This time last year, you weren't even in the 2K 250. Now the NBA is looking like a foregone conclusion. Let that sink in. That's massive.
Yeah. You're right, man. This is good. This is good for us.
It's better than good. And if you can make it to the EBA championship, you've got a chance to make things great. So keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
Yeah. I will. I got you, Austin. Thanks.